Welcome back to GRTV News. Back in the studio, we have brought Benke back from Tokyo, where he did news last week. And of course, he brought with him a lot of good material from Tokyo Game Show, so don't forget to keep your eyes on GRTV in general. And of course, our first news comes from Tokyo Game Show, where Capcom's head of research and development, Keiji Inafune, said that Japanese, and I'm gonna quote him from a piece of paper here. He spoke to the New York Times and he said that I look around Tokyo Game Show and everyone is making awful games. Japan is at least 5 years behind, Capcom is barely keeping up. And I want to study how Westerners live and make games that appeal to them. Except for the fact that I keep getting Pulp's Common People in my head when I hear this quote. It's going to be interesting to see where Inafune goes from here and where Capcom goes from. Another fun quote now from, but this time from Mafia 2's senior producer Denby Grace, who was asked by MTV's multiplayer blog what the biggest problem in gaming was right now. And first of all, he said that it was hard to be concise. Then he was pretty concise when he said that it's an obsession with gay space marines. I'm just gonna leave that there and say, lol, what? It hadn't even been live for 3 months, but Realtime World's APB, or All Points Bulletin, the semi-shooter, semi-MMO Grand Theft Auto-alike game has been shut down. Realtime Worlds ended up in some serious financial troubles, had to fire almost all of their employees, went into bankruptcy, all that stuff, and now the game is shutting down. Realtime Worlds, the few people that remained, did try to sell the game, but failed because of a comment from one of the guys that were left said that, well, other companies didn't really want to pay for a live service. That said, there are rumors already that Epic might be picking the game up, considering APB was built on Unreal technology. That makes sense. And also comment from Mark Rain that he loved the game. So we'll just have to wait and see if the saga of APB, which is one long soap opera, is over. Mafia 2 is quite the violent game, and as we all know, violent mobsters like to curse a lot. In fact, they like to curse so much that Mafia 2 might end up in Guinness World Book of Records Gamers Edition. The website Achievement Hunter sat down and counted all the times that Vito and his friends dropped the F-bomb word. I'm not sure I'm allowed to say fuck on GRTV News. And it ended up way past 200, which broke the previous record held by House of the Dead, Overkill. According to Achievement Hunter, they were then contacted by Guinness World Book of Records, and if everything is true here, I haven't seen personally any confirmation from Guinness yet, the Mafia 2 will end up in the Gamers Edition of the World Book of Records. So I guess congratulations to 2K Czech for making that happen, and I guess it also says something about games these days, or about me, that I didn't even think about the fact that they said the F word so many times while playing the game. Sorry. And to end the news this week, we're gonna have the most shocking piece of news for you guys. It's the fact that Microsoft stepped out of their diamond-rimmed helicopters to tell us that Halo Reach sold a lot of copies. In fact, it sold a ton of copies. According to Microsoft themselves, during the first 24 hours, it sold for $200 million, which means a lot of you people are probably not watching this, instead playing Firefight or Halo Reach multiplayer and shooting each other to death. If you're watching this, thank you very much for this week. Your excuse now, you can go back to playing Halo Reach. And remember, Tokyo Game Show stuff, tons of it, and I'll see you guys again next week. Mwah.